the card reader machines are malfunctioning, especially where they know we have a lot of strength. And I've implored INEC to please allow our people to vote. And I urge on our people to stay. They should insist on casting their votes. It is their right. They must vote.
We have had reports about 1 or 2 places in which I believe something has to be done urgently. That's few to do with INEC, where corridors are not working. I think they should deploy people there. I know that they have technical people for each local government ward. The technical people should be up and doing.
Well, generally, the management of the election is okay. You can see even the agents here are not really worried and not eager to be nearer the boxes. They are sitting patiently around. I think this is one of our best outings so far, and we hope it continues through the night. Even in Ilaje, where we normally have challenges, the commencement of polls was commendable. A lot of the polling units started at 8. This is a riverine area. Generally, the turnout, the commencement, the arrangements so far are as planned.
Perhaps the reason why the PDP was flawed in the governorship election, which threw up Mr. Rotimi Akeredolu of the APC as the governor-elect of Ondo State.
It's quite beyond my personal expectations. But again, it is just a case of showing that we cannot limit God. I want to believe that it's God's given victory to the people of Ondo State. What was beyond my imagination is the magnitude. I mean, talk about the number of votes we scored vis-a-vis what the 2 other contestants scored. I never believed that the margin would be that wide.
This is not going down well with the divided party. The situation gets worse. The McCarthy-led PDP suspends some members, including the chairman of the Modu Sharif faction of the party, B. Kworoye, and the factional deputy governorship candidate in the governorship election, Ebenezer Alabi, for their involvement in what's termed anti-party activities. As the PDP keeps losing its grip, it resolves to blame trade. Members of the Ali Modu Sharif-led faction blame the failure of the PDP in the Ondo governorship election on impunity of its leaders and their lack of respect for the party's constitution.
Hope you can all see it. There's nothing inside.
Having lost out in the Edo and Ondo States governorship election, the Modu Sharif faction of the PDP says it is time for reconciliation with the Ahmed McCarthy-led caretaker committee to move the party forward.
The impact of impunity in the PDP manifested itself in the actual sense for the first time in 2011 general elections when the then ACN defeated the PDP in Nasarawa State. We had a sitting governor then who could not deliver. This was the first warning against impunity, and it was ignored. Impunity and lack of respect for the PDP constitution and the rule of law as the major problems that led to our failure in the Edo and Ondo governorship elections. We urge the general public, the judiciary, and party faithfuls to note that we are law-abiding and we respect the rule of law. This is the time for all to come together. The fight to unite PDP is a task that must be done.
In the same vein, a group of concerned PDP stakeholders in the Northeast region called on Senator Modu Sharif to withdraw all pending litigations and embrace the National Caretaker Committee to pave way for new leadership. The group observed that the lingering crisis in the party has led to various litigations at different courts across the nation without any immediate solution.
Our party is in turbulence, is crisis-ridden, that has defied resolution. Democracy is under threat in our country. And the threat will become more real if there is no opposition platform. It will become worse if there is no credible opposition platform. And the only available opposition platform ought to be the PDP.
With the victory of APC in Ondo State, Ekiti is now the only PDP-controlled state in the southwest. This, Governor Fayose says, won't deter him from reclaiming the state for PDP in 2018.
Ekiti is a peculiar case in Nigeria. I'm a man on ground. Whether you deny, whether you agree with me, there will be an opportunity to do election again. I want to assure Nigerians, we will repeat that feat. God helping me. They will have nothing in any local government. They will not win any local government here. Let them bring the whole treasury, this TSA, the old money in TSA to Ekiti. They will not win any local government. I am one with the people. Democracy is about the people. And let me tell you, Governor Mimiko may have his challenges, but it does not mean they voted right. Governor Mimiko may have issues, but does not mean they voted right. In another 1 year, in another 18 months, we will know whether they've done the right thing or they've done the wrong thing. When we were talking about change in Nigeria, where are we now? What has changed? Rather, the people are now poorer, in poverty, in hunger. So nothing to celebrate.
You see, this democracy, we have not yet arrived because there's hardly any free and fair election in this country. It is generally believed that the losers will always complain, but for goodness sake, let it be free and fair, and then if we complain, we know what we are complaining about. I just pray that, because I'm sure we are all going to the tribunals, right, from Edo to Ondo. Look at it. When in Edo, they were not ready. The party power was not ready. They extended. In our own case, our candidate was just allowed to come and contest it 2 days to the elections. People called for extension. I never refused to extension. So, for any extension. What is good for the Ganda is good for the goose, or vice versa. So, I mean, INEC should try to be independent if they want to help this our democracy. But if they continue playing games with it, then we'll never get there.
The PDP keeps losing some of its members to the ruling party, with the recent in the Senate. This results to a walkout by the PDP senators in disagreement.
As the last man standing in PDP as a senator, it will not that be a bit of a setback for PDP in Ondo State. Notwithstanding, we're all brothers and sisters in progress. Signed, yours faithfully, Senator Yele Omogua.
We must not encourage political rascality. That's the aspect I'm taking. Mr. President, what has just happened in the last 1 or 2 weeks is that there was a slight tussle for supremacy of the position of chairmanship in the PDP. And then all of a sudden, believing in legal process, which we ought to, Mr. President, the Court of Appeal and the Supreme Court settled the issue that PDP is now won under distinguished Senator McAfee, and that the man that has just jumped ship now, his seat ought to be declared vacant.
All eyes are on the political situation in the country and strengths of parties to pull support for the coming general elections in 2019.